The triangle angle sum theorem is another set of rules that apply to all triangles. This one is dealing with the angles within that triangle. And our theorem tells us that the sum of the interior angles of any triangle will always equal 180 degrees. This can be written as an equation. X, here's our X angle, the measure of angle Y, our Y angle, and the measure of angle Z, our Z angle, when all added together, will equal 180 degrees. For our first example, if the measures of two interior angles of a triangle are 25 degrees and 84 degrees, what is the measure of the third angle? Since we know they all must add up to 180, we can write an equation using the given angles and using our triangle angle sum theorem. We can use any variable for our unknown. We're going to call it X. All right. So our information that we have, one angle is 25 degrees, another is 84 degrees. Our missing angle we're going to call X, and all of this adds together to equal 180. Our next step is to simplify our equation by adding our like terms, adding our constants together, and these are our two known angles. When we add 25 plus 84, we get 109, and we keep the rest of our equation. And our final step is to solve our equation. We're going to do this by subtracting the sum, because that is our inverse operation to our addition. So we're going to subtract the sum of the two known angles from our 180 degrees. So if we subtract 109 from this side, it goes away. If we subtract 109 from this side, we are left with our equation. X is equal to 71. And since we're talking about the measure of an angle, it is 71 degrees. All right, let's look at our practice problems. Number one, we're going to answer these and make sure that we show our work each time. If the measures of two interior angles of a triangle are 46 and 103 degrees, what is the measure of the third angle? Well, our theorem tells us that the sum of all three angles will equal 180. So I'm going to fill in what I do know, the two angles, 46 and 103. And we know if we add that to our third angle, calling it X, it will all together equal 180 degrees. My next step is to combine our constants here. 46 plus 103 is equal to 149, keeping the rest of our equation. And now to isolate our variable X, we need to do our inverse operation and subtract 149. We do it from one side, we have to do it from the other side. We are left with X is equal to 31 degrees. Our next practice problem. Find the missing angle in the triangle below. So here are our three angles inside or interior angles to our triangle, and we only have a given measure for one of those. But notice we have our square here in the bottom corner. This tells us that this is a right triangle with a right angle, and we know that this angle is equal to 90 degrees. So now we can use our triangle sum theorem. We can add what we do know together. 53 plus 90 plus our unknown is altogether going to equal 180. When we combine these, we get 143 plus X is equal to 180. We do our inverse operation and subtract 143 from each side. And we are left with X is equal to 37 degrees.